Veterans Onward to Prosperity. I'm your host, Master Sergeant AnnaMaria Bliven. That is really privileged to have Paul Lawrence in our studio. And Paul is the seventh Undersecretary of the VA. And he has been bringing us a lot of great information, but I've got to ask you this question that keeps getting asked to me. And at one point in time, Paul, in my career, I asked this too. Is there anything for us veterans that would want to own our own business benefit wise?
Yeah, well, so two corrections. One is I was the seventh undersecretary, right? So when the administration changed, I was invited to resign on January 20th. So that's kind of how it works, and that was all understood. Um, so the answer is sort of, but not really. The original GI Bill had a feature where you could use your home loan to buy a business. Okay. It's not so much now, but you can use the home loan to buy a farm if that's what you decide to be. So, mostly the programs for veterans to start businesses are available through the Small Business Administration, SBA. That's where you decide to do. However, I wouldn't rule out what I just said. You can use your home loan to buy certain types of homes that are businesses, a farm. In addition, if you do want to be a farmer, it's not administered by the Department of Veterans Affairs, but the Department of Agriculture has very, very good programs for veterans who want to be farmers. They will help you buy the farm. They have their own loan program. And if you think, well, I really don't know anything about being a farmer, they will teach you to be a farmer. So again, it's a little off topic here, but I would urge veterans who are interested in farming, U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA.gov, lots of good programs, very, very, very veteran focused.
Well, that's very good to know because obviously, if you have a farm, that's a business.
That's
So,
exactly right. And I think now in this day and age, we see more and more the importance of things grown locally for all the good reasons, And so, you know, I'd encourage people to look into that.
well, as veterans, we have the discipline and the training and the leadership that goes along with having your own business.
That's
And
exactly
then
right.
being on the finance side, is there any benefit that would include us learning about accounting? Just the accounting for personal and professional growth.
Yeah. So a couple things. You could use your GI Bill to pick up some courses like that, and they don't have to be college courses. They're certificates and different kind of programs. So if you have any eligibility left, you can find your way to use it that way, even something as simple as continuing education. Also, if you look broadly across VA, but even into other government agencies like Consumer Finance CFPB, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, as well as the SEC, Securities and Exchange, or FTC, Federal Trade. There's a lot of financial literacy information out there that might very well get you what you're describing, Anna Marie. So again, the GI Bill can get you it formally. Other places have it as well.
This is all great information, especially coming in on the month of Mission Education Possible, because we need the education to get employed. We need the education to even have our own business. We even need the education for what to do on how to manage our money, so that well, back in April, it was Mission Money Possible, and the very first episode was all about the house of cards falling and then what to happen to make sure that it doesn't. And so this is the financial literacy part that we're talking about that, let's face it, could make or break our life.
Right. And the one thing I'll point out, just to connect the 2 months, a program that I started when I was in office, veterans might want to look into. It's called the Veterans Benefits Banking Program.
Ooh.
This is these banks, and if you go to this website, veteransbenefitsbankingprogram.org, there's more than 30 banks and credit unions that will give free checking accounts to veterans so they can be banked. Too many veterans do not use banks. So that's a real problem in this day and age: fraud, theft, everything bad. And of course, once you are banked, you have access to fraud protection, all the services, all the free financial literacy things they will provide. So we found that a lot of veterans didn't access banks because they got charged fees. This avoids that. So at a minimum, you should really be banked in this day and age, especially with, all the bad guys targeting veterans.
Yes. And you're talking about identity theft and things like that. Oh,
Oh
we
yeah.
got to protect ourselves.
Right. And if you are not banked, that means you're depending upon a debit card or paper mail to do stuff. Exactly right. Identity theft is such a problem, and especially for veterans, because so much is known about a veteran's life. If you're service disabled, bad guys can guess how much you're getting from VA every month, right? So they can do all this stuff. And so that's why being banked is so very important.
Thank you, Paul, for everything that you have shared with us on this episode. Holy cow, did we get an education on this on this Mission Education Possible episode? Holy cow, thank you so much. I've been so looking forward to this from the day that we said August 25th we were going to get together on this show. So, oh man, is there anything else you'd like to share before we end this part of the episode?
Certainly, no. All this information is available on va.gov. There's lots there. There's probably so much more, Anna Maria. I can come back in another show. We can drill deeper. There is a number you can call from VA to get help with the GI Bill. I'll give it to you, but it's on the website too. It's 888 GI Bill 1. That's a good way to think about it. And there are folks who can talk you through, answer questions, and the like. And it's all at no charge.
Fantastic. Okay, so Paul, thank you again for being on this episode. And after these messages, I will wrap this up.